Hey guys, welcome to the brand new episode of Info Corner podcast. This is a special episode because we have a guest speaker on my podcast today. I'm super excited about this and can't wait to start off. Our today's guest is Suhas, who's a good friend of mine and who'd be joining me to discuss on how India can win more medals at the Olympics. By the way, Suhas is a great sports person and loves everything about sports. So without any delay, let me welcome Suhas. Hello Suhas, welcome to Info Corner podcast and you're my first guest speaker. So how are you feeling about it?
Thank you, Suma. Thank you so much for this nice introduction. Yes, of course, I'm feeling great to be your first guest in your podcast, which is really doing good. And yeah, thanks for having me, Suma.
You're most welcome. So before we jump into our conversation, can you please introduce about yourself to my listeners?
Hello, everyone. As Suma said, I'm Suhas, and I come from Bangalore. I'm a techie, but more than that, I'm a passionate sports person. I've played so many sports like cricket, badminton, volleyball, throw ball, high jump, long jump, discus throw, shot put, kabaddi, and I have participated in different tournaments and have won few trophies in my early days. And my biggest win so far is winning a badminton championship for my corporate company, where close to 500 teams were participated, and I won that tournament. And pretty close to my heart. That's about me. When Suma approached me, be our guest for this podcast, I was really excited because that's my area actually, and that's my cup of tea where I can talk more about it.
Thank you for the quick introduction. Moving on to our topic, Tokyo Olympics just got over, and we, the Indians, are still celebrating our victory of winning 7 medals. Hearty congratulations to all those great champions. To start off, how do you think India has performed this year? Do you think India's performance has progressed compared to previous years in Olympics?
Yes, of course. I would like to put it this way, compared to Rio 2016, we have done better in Tokyo. In Rio, we have just had one silver and one bronze, whereas this time we have won 7 medals, and the happiest part is we have won gold, all thanks to Neeraj Chopra. But if we compare with other countries like USA, China, and Japan, we are not anywhere near to them, and India has the worst population to medal ratio at the Olympics. And yes, we have not performed so well in Olympics overall.
That's true. In comparison with other countries, we have not performed very well considering the India's population. But as you said, the good part is we have progressed compared to previous years. I really wish we exponentially progress and win more medals next time. But with 1.3 billion people and 35 medals till now, India remains an Olympic mystery. Sad to see India winning less number of medals every time in Olympics. What do you think are the main reasons behind it?
There are so many reasons. If we discuss about this, we need a entire different podcast for this. One simple example: there are more number of pubs in cities like Bangalore than playground, and the lack of encouragement, opportunities, training facilities, infrastructure, bad influences, and corruption might be some of the main reasons. Also, there is very tough competition from different parts of the world, where even small countries give very tough fights. So that's why we don't have so many medals.
Mhm. The pub and the banyo was a brilliant example. Even I would like to see less malls and more multi-sports complexes. All the reasons you just listed out are definitely the main ones. I have one thought in my mind that we can popularize different sports by showcasing exhibitions during the break time of cricket matches because there are so many sports and I think we don't know majority of them. So it will be good to know them.
Yes, of course, that's a really good idea.
So my next question is, according to you, what are the ways to increase our chances of winning?
Okay, we should understand the process of creating champions. So, for creating champions, parents, school, colleges, government play a very important role, right? Parents play an important role laying the foundation for the youngsters. They should always identify and support their children Indian parents' mindset should change with respect to sports because they stress their children perform well in academic than sport. And for the middle class people, if you want to survive, if you want to have a good living, don't focus on sports, get a degree and become a doctor or become an engineer. That should change in Indian parents. They should encourage their children to take up sport and they should believe that there is a good career opportunities in sports as well. And coming to schools and colleges, right? They have the great chance in identifying student talents, I mean to say, and to train them. They should prioritize sport in their curriculum and bring significant changes to it. Coming to government, they should basically create full awareness on sports in this country, encouraging programs by offering scholarship or free education and jobs to sports people should be increased. A sufficient budget should be allocated, and their politician and officers should be corrupt free. That's the main reason that should change. And alongside government, the big private companies and the entrepreneurs should also offer great corporate sponsorship to the aspiring youth. So this way we can increase our chance of winning in Olympics.
That's true, Suhas. Probably the most common is that both India as a country and Indians as individuals just have other priorities. Sports was never a priority for majority of the Indian parents and their kids, and this should change. Everyone should understand the importance and the kind of success that could be achieved in sports career. You have mentioned excellent points on how we can increase our chances of winning more medals and not just winning, but also on how sports should be widely adapted in India. And also, out of lot of curiosity, I really want to know how USA and China wins highest number of medals in Olympics every time. Do they have any secret?
I don't think so. They are gonna reveal that secret if they have any secret. Jokes apart, yeah, definitely talent is the key. But apart from that, these are developed countries and they strongly consider sports has a bright career. The parents, school, government, which I discussed, they provide more opportunities and fullest support to the youngsters. The rigorous training begins from the very young age with the top class coaches, playgrounds, nutrition, technology, and the financial help, which is main factor. And some countries have dedicated universities to train them only on sport. So that's why those countries are doing really good in Olympics. So that's their secret.
That's really interesting to know, and we should really appreciate them for doing that. Also, if an American gymnast spends a few years de emphasizing school so she can labor towards her dream of a gold medal, and in case if it doesn't work out, she still has a good shot at a middle class life. But if her Indian equivalent does the same, she may never recover from all those hours she didn't spend on her education or job training, making a middle class life less likely for her. When this changes, I'm sure India can give a tough fight in Olympics. Myself being a cricket fan and as you are an aspiring cricketer, I have one question regarding it. Cricket is not played in Olympics, but do you think this will change?
No, cricket was part of Olympic.
Oh,
If you go back to 1900 Paris Olympics, right? They experimented cricket, and for various factors, it failed actually, including the fact that it was not played by majority of the nations around the world back then. So it prevented cricket from being played at Olympics ever again. And there were only one match conducted in 1900 Olympics, and it was between only two teams. And do you want to take a guess which were those teams?
yeah, sure. Let me take a wild guess. Was it England and Australia?
Uh, okay, so why do you think it's Australia? Because they won more World Cup?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so it was not Australia. So yeah, England played, and along with England, the other team was France. So that's actually surprising. So when I learned about it, I was also really shocked that England and France played this Olympic game back in 1900, and England won the gold medal. And even losing the only match which they played, French team won the silver medal. And having lost the only match that they played, they still walked away with the silver medal. Not bad for 100% loss rate, right?
Yeah.
And cricket expert says that there is a realistic possibility for cricket to be added in Olympic event for Olympic 2028. And recently, ICC has proposed cricket to be included in Olympic event for 2028. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If we get a chance to play cricket in Olympics, we are definitely gonna get gold medal.
Yeah, of course. All cricket fans in India would cherish the moment we get to know cricket is going to be part of Olympics, and it's good to know that they are planning to consider. Let's keep our fingers crossed and wait, but I'm sure if this happens, we are going to bring more medals to our country. Why has Olympics never been conducted in India till now, and what are your thoughts behind it?
Because see, India is still a developing country, right? I mean, the pressing national priorities, the topic of need, desirability, viability, or practically hosting the games in India is an unending debate. The Olympic Games are granted to host a city 7 years prior to the hosting of the actual game, and the bidding process begins a couple years earlier. And Indian government thinks it's not a good idea to bid for Olympics by spending billion. The lack of financial discipline and corruption is another factor. We have seen what happened in 2010 CWG, right? Commonwealth Games, which took place in Delhi. India should not think of hosting the Olympics till we are sure to win more than 40 to 50 medals, including a few golds, or finish in the top 15.
You put this out very well, and I absolutely agree with you. I know that Commonwealth Games remain as a black mark to the country, and we should take it as a challenge and reach a level that one day all our Indian dreams to win more medals and host Olympics should come true. We all should work towards it, starting from our family, friends, and surroundings. So, this will be my last question to you. Where do you
Mhm.
see India with respect to Olympics in another 10, 15 years?
Personally, I would like to see India topping the table, or at least 10 Olympics standing by the next 15 years, because it is doable by Indians, right? Children's and youth should take up sports as their career. That's how it will happen. Or else it's difficult. They should remember there is always struggle in any field before success, So they should consider that there is struggle in every field, and especially in sports, right? There is a lot of struggle. There goes a lot of hard work behind that, and also parents and government should create and help youths to utilize their opportunities without hassle. If this continues to happen more in our country, there's no doubt that all the hidden gems would fly with colors in sport and will bring more medals to India.
Yeah, perfect. Because when two of the world's poorest countries like Kenya and Ethiopia can produce its strongest runners, then India can do far better. Let's all
Yes,
be
yes.
optimistic because the best is yet to come. It was amazing to have this conversation with you, Suhas. Thank you so much for joining me, and I had wonderful time with you.
Thanks to you, Suma, for inviting me for your podcast, and it's an honor to be in your podcast and to be a first guest. And it was all good, and I had fun. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Suhas. Hey guys, so this was our conversation on different ways on how India can win more medals, and I hope you all liked it. If you like this episode, please don't forget to follow Info Corner podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Instagram for more updates. Also, kindly subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for listening and see you all in the next episode. Till then, take care, keep smiling, and bye.